I must have done something really bad in a past life, as I've been given the thankless task of summarizing almost 9 hours of discussions within the most generous allotted time of 90 seconds. That's while you're all waiting to indulge in a cocktail, and we're already running late. So Dorothea started the day off talking about fires on vessels, and I might suggest things only went downhill after that. Our first panel made it clear that there are neither clear sources of clean fuel or ship design, nor business models to support them, even if there were. Mr. Savage and the finance panel confirmed that based on this, there are no sources to fund these, as the numbers just don't make sense anyway. Secretary Payette was kind enough to share that there are a lot of really bad things happening in the world right now, and they're going to affect shipping. Thank goodness we were all saved by the lunch bell, which I will come back to in a bit. After we returned from lunch, depending on your perspective, a positive is that everything discussed in the morning is completely irrelevant. We can just rely on carbon credits and not change a thing for the foreseeable future. Following on that, apparently regulators know nothing about shipping anyway, so none of this makes a difference either. On to offshore wind. Well, let's see the way that blows, but it's not looking good. Don't worry, I'm getting there. By the time we heard the geopolitical panel, we all should have known better, stopped listening, as they just confirmed that the world is teetering on the edge of a knife. Thank goodness for some, and I mind you only some glimmers of hope, by our ship owners panel who just spoke, so I will not summarize that. On occasion, I've been accused of being a bit of a wet blanket, dark cloud, downer, or even a pessimist by some of the people in this room, Clay. So, to build on the positive note from the ship owners panel, back to lunch and a ray of sunshine from Bob Burke. We are all here because we love this great international community that we are part of. And while we're not quite there yet, that community is including a growing number of women following in the great big shoes of Marlene Daniels. Along those lines, and speaking of cocktails, one of my favorite one-liners at parties when asked about the industry is shipping was international before international was cool. Some of you have heard me say that one before. So, thanks to our executive directors, our sponsors, our speakers, all of you as attendees, and if you're too depressed to join us for drinks, graciously hosted by my former colleagues at Blank Rome and our founding sponsor of 30 years ago, Jacques Perot and Sons, we have set up a crisis hotline. Thank you.